America's Nazi Backlash. An article about the National Socialist movement. Dateline investigates how economic uncertainty in the United States is leading to an increase in the popularity of white supremacist and neo-Nazi groups. Journalists Rick Rowley and Jackie Suhin found movements embracing Nazi symbols and demanding a white-only America, with increasingly extreme rhetoric and a rising following. But while such groups may appear at first glance to be in the minority, Rowley also uncovered links between white nationalists and a high-profile conservative Tea Party movement. So, could the racial problems that have dogged the United States in the past be coming to the surface once more? Now, first and foremost, before we start, I wish to express the fact that I am a white racial loyalist. I am pro-white, I am for the white race, and I will continue to support the white race. I am therefore, and thus, speaking from the pro-white point of view in regards to the National Socialist movement. Now, well, and also about the article, what I see is truth in it, and what I see is not being so accurate. Now, Dateline investigates how economic uncertainty in the United States is leading to an increase in the popularity of so-called white supremacist and neo-Nazi groups. Number one, first of all, no pro-white groups at this time really call themselves white supremacists. They use the term white separatist and white nationalist because they're truly not white supremacists. White supremacists mean that they wish to subjugate the other races due to their superiority. They wish to have the other races as slaves, for instance. White separatists want to get rid of the other races. They want to be separate, either get rid of them or they just want to separate. Now, for instance, you have people that would say that they're all the same, but they're not. They really are not the same. And only a fool or a misguided individual would say such. Now, journalists Rick Rowley and Jackie Suhin found movements embracing Nazi symbols and demanding a white-only America with extreme rhetoric and a rising following. Now, anyone who knows about the pro-white movement knows that there really isn't a lot of extreme rhetoric. The media watches us intensively. Other people watch us. We're very careful what we do. We're very careful with what we say. And there really is no extreme rhetoric. The most extreme rhetoric that is ever used is usually from the opposite side. It's from the so-called anti-racist side. What they really are is anti-white or anti-racist, period. They don't want to see any races. They're not only against the genocide of essentially the white race, but the other races as well. The extreme rhetoric is not used by any pro-white individuals. Has there been in the past? Sure, but rest assured, those who are using the extreme rhetoric are those who are on the opposite side. For instance, the anarchists, the Marxists, those who are trying to plot a revolution in which there's all nations are abolished. And I mean, these people that are opposed to us are those who believe that there should be no genders. There should be no males and females. There should just be like a creature that is both male and female. There should be no races. And that's how freakish they are. Whereas we're following nature's laws, or what we consider to be nature's laws. Okay, but while such groups may appear at first glance to be in the minority, Rowley also uncovered links between white nationalists and high-profile conservative Tea Party movement. You have to understand first and foremost that political beliefs are political beliefs. One thing that you do in politics is align yourself with those who believe at least somewhat similar to you. Now, this is nothing to be concerned about. This is no different than the Communist Party USA supporting Obama or Marxists here in America or elsewhere supporting a liberal candidate. This is really not anything to be alarmed about. It's just similar politics. Certainly, a person who is pro-white is not necessarily going to be with the Democrat Party or Democratic Party, and neither the Republican Party, for that matter, as well. Mostly a third candidate, such as with the American Third Position Party. Says, so could the racial problems that have dogged the United States in the past be coming to the surface once more? First and foremost, once again, this country was founded for and by white people. This was not founded to be the cesspool or dumping ground for the other races from the so-called third world. This was founded for whites as well as by whites. This country right here in America, is not what, at this time, what the Founding Fathers would want. They never fought so that white women could bed down with non-whites or other things of that nature. I believe that if they were alive in this day, they would start a revolution yet again, and probably with force of arms at that. Now, the Founding Fathers, they simply stated that there should be a revolution every few years. So, I mean, that just goes to show you what they believed. But, revolution or no revolution, back on topic of the article, I wish to give a shout out, so to speak, to Jeff Scoop. I think he's doing a good job in regards to what he is doing. This is an accurate statement. America was founded as a white nation, so we've got our nation to lose. We're here to take it to the front lines. Well, not only that, I think that the white race has its own precious genes to lose. This is nationalism. I believe in racialism, me being a creator, a follower of Ben Clausen's religion. This is halfway to the point, so to speak, but they're doing a good job. I wish them well in all that they do that is productive and positive. And also, in regards to the swastika is not necessarily a Nazi symbol. It's actually an old, ancient, archaic symbol that means a lot of different things, and it really is an old white symbol, and its defilement really is a crime. It's really a cultural thing. It's not necessarily meant to be a political thing. I mean, obviously it's the American National Socialist Party, or the National Socialist Movement, I should say, but it really has a lot more significance than being the symbol of Hitler's National Socialist government. So just keep that in mind, keep an open mind, do that which is right for your race if you are in fact white that is listening to this. Jeff Scoop. Also, the website for them is nsm88.org. www.nsm88.org. Thanks, and it was nice talking with you all.